My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Monster Train Herzals Workshop. That's the name of the update now. They changed it recently. Made a little bit of a spoonerism of itself, just so that I would not flub my intro. Thank you very much, Shiny Shoe. Much appreciated. Alright, we got the largest lads here. Everything is big and getting dragged down. You can also upgrade them even more, which means that we have gravity. At the end of turn, descend friendly units. Big Chungus, all friendly units get +1, and that is +1 to their capacity, rather. And zoom enhance, all cards have an extra upgrade slot, sorry. So why have I chosen Awoken and Stygian Guard for this? There is a very good reason. I want the ability to control upper floors, but I can't do that with minions, and I definitely can't do the top floor with minions, because they come in dazed and then they get descended. So I have to use spells to control those floors. I have no choice. So, the clan with the best spells seems like it's probably going to go in here. Then we add into that the benefit of this modifier is overstacking. We overstack a lot of units on the bottom floor. Who can benefit the most from overstacking? Well, it's Stygian Guard, isn't it? With the ability to trigger multiple incants on the same floor. Okay, but how do you reliably defend them? Right? You'd need to draw your tank in your opening hand and play it on the bottom floor so that everything falls in line behind it, because descended units are put into the back of the ascended or descended area. So, we choose the champion that defends by base. I couldn't be happier with this. I did want to use Awoken. Sorry, I did want to use Hellhorns, right? For the possibility of the Hornbreaker itself going down and becoming our scaling asset, being put behind a lot of other units. However, it has that tank problem I was just talking about. So, if you want to draw your tank in your opening hand, hey, why shouldn't they just be your, why shouldn't they just be your opening unit? Your champion. No, I don't want it to be Well Denton. We're all good. Alright, let's go out. Glimmer, Preserve Thorns, 2 copies of Glimmer, single copy of Preserve Thorns, double Titan's Gratitude. This is really good base stack right now. Hopefully we find some ways to capitalize upon it. We have, yep, Stygian next to the first Merchant of Magic, Herzal's Horde, and another Merchant of Steel on this side. Where's our first dupe? Our first dupe is next to another Stygian banner. That's really good, because that means we get to go to this Stygian banner, upgrade that unit again, try and get it to level 3 of an upgrade, Hellvent to dupe it, and then we can remove other cards as well as dupe. I like that all one hell of a lot, and yes, I like Split Anvil too. So if we actually put Cultivating on the bottom floor, Explosive's way bigger in terms of impact and effects. But if we're going to be using spells to do the effect of the Explosive, then why not take Cultivating and get draw? Because if we actually get all of our spells off, then we're not going to be able to draw. Because we're probably going to draft quick units. Because we have a lot of support for health. Okay, never mind, it's Explosive. I tried. Come on, I tried. Because that's not a champion. That's actually just a bunch of draw gems stuck to one another. And that's exactly why I had... Alright, we're going to go into this battle. Unit draft. I would like it. Please, 1 unit draft for me. Thank you. Ooh. Gotta love a good old Glimmer turn 1 there. Thank you, Preserved Sting, for helping me save my units. Okay. Alright, and then I just want to start regen. My god, these Glimmer draws. Woo. There's a world in which we just drew differently and lost that fight. Extremely glad not to live in that world. That Restoration Detonation sure looks like it says heal a lot to a single unit. And, well, I mean, the Glimmers are probably going to say heal enough to a single unit. Are they reliably? No, I like having 1 Restoration Detonation. I want the Sharpen a little bit just for the Split Anvil, but I'll temper that instinct there. Mollusk Mage is interesting because it can actually be played as a 2 capacity on any floor with any 3 capacity, and if it descends to the bottom floor, it's actually excellent. So yes, we will be taking them all. And an Offering Monument. Okay, well, that changes a lot of everything for us. We still go over here first, but our dupe's probably different. Nameless Siren. That's damage. Okay. Plus 25 definitely goes on the Offering. I've half a mind not to do anything else. Alright. The other half of the mind agreed. Just took it a little while to actually give us the information. Actually click in there, you know? Bad spikes. I mean, I guess I can Offering Monuments, Sting, just draw some extra cards based off of it. Okay, and then that's the final layer. Well, I mean, if we win on the bottom floor, we don't have to worry about that enemy. That'll do. And there it does do. Now I'm looking for an expensive spell to actually start using the Split Anvil. Well, Sting still works for me. God, that's another Mollusk Mage there. I mean, it's not like you find less expensive spells over the course of the game. You definitely find fewer Mollusk Mages, though. I like it. I like it. Right, multi. Oh, multi. I'm happy to hit a reroll here. Do I large stone or multi nameless siren? Definitely plus 25 U, which means we can't large stone. What? -1 capacity on each floor actually might be exactly what we're looking for. Plus magic power. Yep. And why do I care about capacity on any floor? Literally, it's just so that I can play 2 units on the same floor at the same time. But as long as I keep my deck relatively light on units, I shouldn't really contribute too negatively to us over the course of this. God, there is... Wow, there's only one other Hellbent, and it is very far away. Spikes as well, though, so it doesn't go on the Nameless Siren. Alright, I guess we actually will probably dupe the Offering Monument here. Gets us up to one hell of a faster start. Not a good midline right there. Let's go... Sentient bottom floor... Unshini steered there. Excuse me, had to mute the mic to sneeze a little there. But don't worry, I think I've got it all out of my system now. Okay, that's exactly what I was looking for. The Glimmer to turn off this turn. As much as I want the Offering Monument out right now, let's confirm our kills, right? Let's simplify the rest of this fight. Probably should have just put that unit down there. That's my bad. Mollusk Mage and then Titan's Gratitude there, so I do get the Mollusk Mage down to the bottom line. Alright, just murder the front line, get another Mollusk Mage, another Preserved. Alright, go for it. Love a good overstack. Even love this one. Here we go. What are our weaknesses right now? Because we got them. Three is our minimum floor. No, we're totally fine on that. God, I wonder if we actually go to the Merchant of Magic instead of the Hellvent in the next area. What would I be Hellventing at this point? Honestly, probably the Offering Monument. Not being able to play two Offering Monuments on the same... Well, I can play two on the same floor. Just a bit wonky to do so. Until I get an expensive spell, energy's our problem. So I hope I get my drafts. Yeah, I get my drafts before the jam. Okay, finally found ourselves an expensive spell to actually be able to play here. All right, love it. It's worth noting that channel song actually. No. I probably do take the Cycle of Life here. Spreading Spores even? Huh. I think I can support Spreading Spores. Hell yeah. I already have such an upgraded unit. It would just be to forsake that unit there effectively. So Offering Monument contributes to a hell of a lot of draw for us. Obviously the Stings give us a decent-ish amount of draw too. With a Spreading Spore, getting 4 energy is nice a little bit because it gives me the ability to play 2 Spreading Spores on the same turn. If I go energy now, I'm going draw for the second one. If I go draw now, I'm probably going energy for the second one, but I might be going draw anyway. It really depends on how the deck shapes up past this point, right? We end up lying on Stings a lot more commonly. We end up more consistently triggering the Split Anvil, well then it back to draw, but otherwise fails. We'll take the draw this time. The double card removal is pretty good right now, right? Those Trained Stewards literally never get played. There's always a better option. Yep, that's true. Also, they're not spells. The only thing is the Stygian Guard unit doesn't matter to me anymore, so it might flip the measuring in the other direction. Okay. The thing that flips the... There we go. The thing that flips the measure in the other direction is specifically double stack on Spreading Spores there. Very, very glad to have gotten it. Okay. I mean, the Glimmers are already, like, large enough heals by themselves. We can get the Titan's Gratitude to be significant damage. Yeah, let's do that. If I had literally 5 more gold, I would reroll here. Explosive 2, we just need to support your health now. I'd really like the Channeler that lowers the cost of healing spells by 1. That would make it definitely draw gem second time as well. Enemies enter with Spell Shield, that's fine. They can have Spell Shield, and that's going to be a problem for me for probably a wave. I'll give it a whole wave's worth of being a problem for me. Okay, never mind. This is great. I'm not going to use Offering Monument until he gets to the bottom floor. Get Stang. Stang, Stang. Hit him with the Titan's Gratitude, kill him the frontliner, and then finish him off. Mollusk Mage will get the kill there, and then we can use the Spreading Spores here. Mollusk Mage! Yes, that is how I use language with Orbit. Okay. Again, Mollusk Mage. Hold that one there for funsies. You love to see it. You truly do. Just gonna make sure anything that... Wait, no, we might get a... There we go. That's why I didn't want to cast anything. Hell yeah, I love it when you plan around a contingency and then that exact contingency appears and then you look like you were clever because you were planning around it when really you're not much of a planner, are you, Raps? Actually, you're just ruled by anxiety, so... It's all good. Hey, if it can be used to that end. Focus, grow. Wow. If nothing else, that'll give us the ability to utilize the Split Ample more consistently. I'm not taking the Guardian's Amulet. Although it would be able to do the same thing for us. Because it would require all of the energy that I have. I do want probably a 3-cost in this build, but our defense is also not really something we really have to worry about right now, right? With the champions that we have, we mostly have to worry about our offensive setup. With the champion and the units we already have, our offensive setup is our real problem. There's our second multi-strike. Hit a reroll looking for quick. We don't find it. We do get another plus 25 on the offering monument to follow it up, though. Look, I could do that. Anyway, what's in Herzal? Oh, we can steal. Draw. I like it. Yeah, Spike's Fall kills us. Specifically, actually, it kills the Nameless Siren very quickly. That's a shame, because that artifact could be really helpful. There are a lot of artifacts, in fact, that right now specifically would be great for us. Draw a card. Uh-oh. Well, God, do I put that there instead then? Yeah, you totally do. Okay. Throw that Glimmer out there first. Sting for the top liner too. Oh, it hurts not to play that Spreading Spores on its first appearance here. Okay. Good focus growth through to, well, basically every other spell being free for ages. Having the ability to generate more of my own energy would be really nice. The Excavated Embers event in particular. Ooh, that would be great for us. Ooh, it'd steal the show. Let's get a shiny suit in a different area. Hey, and then get out all the good spells. Sorted and solved. Perfect. That'll do it. I take one hit, and then there you go. Got that right back. I mean, Adaptive Mutation eventually just makes that unit extremely large because they are scaling with Rage, so I'm going to do it. It's probably not going to matter. But if it does, then I'll suddenly look like again. See? Yeah, it's coming back into play. Unstable Vortex, the Merchant of Trinkets. The Merchant of Trinkets could hold so much value for us. I mean, that's none of it. That's some of it, though. Take the magic power there, getting +1 magic power basically every single turn. Wow, units can't be healed, but all of them get plus 25. We heal so many of our units. We're gonna go for the small shard and then pop that on an offering monument that now has 140 HP. That's short of like cycle of life and stuff shenanigans. That's a pretty big offering monument. Finally get rid of one of the, well, one of, then two shiny shields. Okay. That hell vent's probably no longer useful for us, but unfortunately, the Merchant of Steel is also on the opposite side of that hell vent. Look, it is entirely possible for me to get all of my scaling out of that single nameless siren. Do I want to do it though? No! Of course not. What? But what if there's a big dude? We have Rejuvenate. Never mind, we're totally fine. I actually don't even need to dupe the Nameless Siren anymore. Maybe I do actually go dupe the Offering Monument and then just cycle into infinity on the first turn with a bunch of zero. Oh, God. This enemy's gonna get mad at me for incanting. Hey, how about in one of the next two fights, not this one, so I guess the next fight, we get the reward of the unnamed tome so we can silence the Seraph the Patient, because that would be really nice, because in lacking of that, we would die. And that wouldn't be really nice. Easy floor plans right there. Thank you, game, for making this simple for me. Let's glimmer a couple times. Nice. Looming Dark Shard's probably gonna say that we don't really want to play any of these here because they're all spells. Okay, so I gotta find a way to kill that. Well, I mean, there's the Titan's Gratitude for the kill instantaneously if I want it. And I think I will. Nice. Now, even when they come back down to the bottom floor, they won't be able to harm me. Yes, that's a blinding Dark Shard. You got the wrong Dark Shard on me, bud. And then this one feels like it. Wow, actually the Nameless Siren did need all of that extra health. Fancy that. Okay, as it turns out they didn't, but fancy that. I mean, Ice Empire was kind of the gold mark of what I really wanted at the start. But no one ever gets that high anymore, so... Go for a skipsies there. I ended up with a decent amount of 2-cost spells. How often am I drawing out? Because the setup of this build doesn't require me to do anything differently. It doesn't require me to get extra energy so I can put down enough offering monuments on the same turn. It doesn't require me to get extra capacity so that I can put down a Nameless Siren on the same floor as an offering monument or some such. Those kinds of things are very, very small around the edges in comparison to the ability to play more cards that trigger the incant mechanic more times and trigger the rejuvenate mechanic more times and get those kills. Also having more cards in any hand at the opening of it before I actually have to start doing anything else, right? Before I have to start using other sources of draw like the offering monument or the winged steel, as the case may be. Allows me to better utilize the split anvil to generate energy. So I am generating energy and the challenge is generating capacity. Yep. Oh, we're taking that Herzal's compound right there then. Thank you. Do we really dupe 2 offering monuments right now? Okay, so if we're duping 2 offering monuments, what we're actually also doing is lower... No, we can't lower the base cost of those. Well, no, we do have to. Because when we draw cards, we need them to be 0 cost for continuing to play in that style, right? Foregone Powers and the Stings are not going to be enough ultimately because the Stings aren't even there for the second cycle. Aren't there until the second cycle, rather. I think we do want to save money on this floor, though. I think that I'm pretty comfy with. This is the card I still haven't gilded. I am certain you can't gild cards in challenges. Because you can't get achievements in challenges. Shiny Steward. Easy. I was worried that was going to be a little bit of a difficult decision there, but... the difficult decision was leaving the dog behind. There we go. 100 HP. We got that big juvie. Honestly, like, the Railhammer literally just closed out this run for us as soon as we got to it. And hey, 4 upgrades on a unit. That doesn't usually happen. Start a battle, enemy and superior each floor. Okay, so I sack 30, 60. I sack 60 health to this, unless we get a Glimmer, and then maybe none. Ooh! I can't play the Nameless Siren. Oh, that is just precious. Oh, wow. I didn't think about that. You know that thing. Well, okay. How do I deal with this then? Because I can resolve this. That's fine. I made a mistake, but honestly, like, the offering monuments mean it's never that far away. We're all good. So ultimately, I do end up needing to go back to the bottom floor. However, I don't need to do it this turn. I could Sentient and then heal up a bunch, clearing out this floor. Okay, we got our draw. It's an offering monument. I can put that on the top floor by itself here. Right. Yeah, that's fine. And in fact... okay, wait, hang on. At the end of turn, and then... regen is at the end of turn. Okay, so it really depends on what order these trigger. Okay, so the Frostbite triggers first and then the regen. Nice. It triggered in the manner best for us. So I deeply appreciate. Okay. So we're probably losing that Pyre Wing. That's probably going to the top floor. Let's get a... spreading spores and I really want to Glimmer on the mid floor. Kind of want to do it on the bottom. Yeah. No, I need to make sure that Gilded Wing doesn't go up with a bunch of HP. Also, really don't want to start cycling. Well, I can cycle some draw right now. That's fine. Literally just getting us closer to the next draw cycle. Is the Nameless Siren? Notably not not here at the moment. Okay. Let's set up the top floor as well. We're in Ember Drain Town now. One Foregone Power up on the top line is enough to keep us safe against a lot of that damage. That'll kill the front line, and then there's our Nameless Siren. I really should have just given this health. I was really stubborn in not giving it that upgrade earlier. I mean, I can play it on the top floor. I think I have to as well. Then I even have to start buffing it. Okay. So, however many spells I manage to cast next turn with these offering monuments is whether or not I win. High enough stakes for you? Okay. Hang on. And heck, did we end up giving up 66 HP? I told, as soon as I ticked on that trial, I said, we're gonna lose 60 HP to this, and I'm fine with that. And we lost 66, and we won. Got the extra 400, that's gonna be really good for looking for the incant seal. Preserve Thorns is right there. Crystalline Seeds is a 0 cost that cycles. And right now we can use those. Okay, so I really want to go to the Merchant of Magic, but I've just seen one of the good reasons to go to... No, did I just see one of the good reasons to go to the Merchant of Steel? Or did I just see... No, because we can't take that trial here anyway, so we're fine. Trinkets. 4 random units to the middle floor. Oh, God. That loads the gun and then we fire it. Do it. Then we remove shiny. Oh, God. Actually, we now also remove 2 mollusk mages and put another goddamn nameless siren in here. Wait, the nameless sirens don't have quick. So is it an offering mon- Okay, never mind. If I have 3 offering monuments there, we're actually not even going to be able to pace our hand. So, no. I'm not going to do that. That would be a joke. That would be a meme. The mollusk mages on the bottom floor really aren't competing. Like, they're not actually contributing damage because we already full heal off of the amount of health we've got from the Railhammer, and then we already kill the enemies based off of the amount of anything that we're doing to our explosive unit. So yeah, I'm gonna cut 2 mollusk mages. And then I will get another nameless siren in the deck. Consume removal. As much as I want to negative cost things. Oh, that would be so neat. I really need things to also be 2 costs for the sake of making other things lower cost. You know, I could make a Preserve Thorns 2 cost, but then I want to cast it at the start of the hand, and the start of the hand, I often have, like, a lot of cards already in hand. Yeah, alright. Fine. And Permafrost for an adaptive mutation, sure. Remove 1 more card from the deck. Why don't we get a... a 100 damage Titan's Gratitude out of the deck. And actually, I'll make the other one cost 0. Alright, Seraph. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, but somehow I think you're going to be okay with it. I probably shouldn't incant a bunch when the Seraph is on the same floor. Probably. God. It's gonna be so difficult not to. Oh, I could draw so many cards this turn and go off. Eh, whatever. Interesting. Interesting. And then... Wait. Growth there. Okay, okay. Then I have all of these cheap spells on the bottom floor in order to start getting regen on my sentient. Yeah, you know what? That's a good enough turn. That's all I really need out of a turn. Jokes. We're going back to it. Can't stop, won't stop. So the enemy is only hitting once, so my goal is to make this 5 HP. Ah, we failed. Cool. Let's start out with Spreading Spores. We don't need to use Adaptive Mutation this turn. Please stop being where I'm incanting. Because right now, you threaten me a little, actually. That said, if we kept going off, how much would you threaten us? I just can't target the Adaptive Mutation yet, but 103, so that'd pivot to the HP of the Nameless Siren. Honestly, like, I think we can just chew through the HP of the Seraph early. Okay. I'm giving myself one more turn of using the Sentient as our tank. Unfortunately, it looks like we already lost our Adaptive Mutation, so we're gonna have to draw back into that. Cool. This is the end of that unit being our tank. Is it? Hang on. Actually, if I leave one of the Gilded Wings alive, it hits, and I don't lose the 52 HP from the backline of there. Should I do that? I don't have to leave it alive. Well, actually, I do. I don't have a choice. Sure. There you go. I still tried my darndest. I'm gonna get that Adaptive Mutation out there just in case some shenanigans occur. And yeah, there's our Seraph kill. 2 waves before the end as well. I'm very happy to do the risky play here based on what I felt was extremely strong reasoning that it was not going to be a problem for us. And there we go. That's the Frozen Heart. Done. The largest lads challenged knock down similarly. We've only got 3 challenges left at this point as well, actually. I'll check those challenges in just a second. But for the moment, we'll get that run summary up on the screen. Specifically, the code that you could find in the top of the description down below at the start of the episode if you would like. Workers of the world, unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains. Fight until your union busting bosses. Or you could even say, until the Masters release Union. Something. It doesn't make grammatical sense a lot of the time just based on the way that they pluralize the first and then the word sources for the second and third. So I kind of work around the edges there. Challenges. We are looking for standard run. So we literally only have 2 left. Stealthiest bosses. Minor bosses end with stealth 5. Not major, just minor. Oh, well, I mean, the major, right, they fly around, so they'll be, yeah, that makes sense. Duality, double stacks of all status effects, not just our enemies. That's not really going to be that challenging. I can tell you right now, there are a couple of ways I can think of right now off the top of my head that just instantly annihilate that challenge. Blighted Existence. This one's a roughie. So, those junked up, the calcified embers added to the starter deck, we are going to have to remove those as best we can, and then Dante. So we can utilize the other 5 dead weights. Or we're going to have to find some other way of utilizing the magic hand cards are not discarded at the end of the turn in order to leverage the Scourges there in some way. Now, I've got a couple ideas in mind for that as well, but definitely the harder one. There might be a couple of attempts on that one. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content of the game, past, present, and future, and hopefully we'll see you next time.